Alright everybody, and welcome back to the Goodie Pantry. So in today's video we're going to be making burger buns. That's how they look there on the screen. Now these are really good, great for barbecues, etc. So let's get on into it. There's your ingredients on the screen. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and let's get into it. So I've got my flour, I've got my yeast, I've got my warm milk, I've got an egg, I've got butter, I've got salt, I've got sugar, and I've got our sesame seeds. So I'm going to use a standard mixer. If you haven't got one, you can just do this by hand, just follow the same steps. So we're going to add the flour now to the mixer, and then I'm going to add the salt and the sugar. And then you want to give those a good stir. Once you've done that, you can now add your yeast. And then do the same thing, give it a good stir. So now we've got our butter. So this butter's cold out the fridge. It's the best way to have it for this. And now what I'm just going to rip it into a couple of smaller pieces. And then we're going to set the mixer away and let that butter incorporate into the flour. So I've set that away and I'm going to leave that for about 4 to 5 minutes. And after the 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to switch it off, and then just with your hand, just have a feel around in case there's the odd lump of butter that didn't get done. And if you find that's there, just use your fingers to rub it into the flour. So now we've got our mix done. So on one side I'm going to pour my egg, and then on the other I'm going to pour my milk. So then we're going to set this away now on a medium speed, and we're going to do this until the dough forms. This will take around 2 to 3 minutes. And that's what it'll look like when the dough comes. Now at this point, this is going to be a sticky dough. So don't worry if you think there's too much liquid. It is sticky at this point. So now we're going to set our timer for 10 minutes. Here's the dough after 5 minutes. And this is it after the full 10 minutes. So I'm going to stop the mixer now, because we're going to get this ready to prove. Now you can see as I'm lifting that up how elasticated and stretchy that is. That's what we want. So I'm going to get that back into a bowl, and we're going to put this back in the same container, because this bread dough is going to be kneaded twice. So just leave it in there, cover with your cloth, and get it in your warm place for your first hour of proof. Then after the hour, that's what it should look like. You can see how well that's come up, but because this needs to be kneaded twice, I'm just going to put it straight back on the mixer, and I'm going to set this away again for another 5 minutes on a low to medium speed. And then after 5 minutes, this is what we've got. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to cover it and get it back in, this time for a 40-minute proof. And there it is after the 40 minutes. So then you want to get it onto your bench, and you want to start knocking out all the air out of the dough. Once you've done that, just get it rolled back up into a ball. And now we're going to start weighing our dough. So I've weighed this in a km to about 602, I think, grams. So now we're going to measure this out. So this is going to make 6 bread buns. So we're going to get 100 grams out of each bread roll. So once you've got your 6 bread rolls, Then just with the inside of your hand, start forming them into a ball. So now you've got that done, we're going to tray them up. Now I'm using a silicone bread bun tray. Now these are really good for bread buns, especially like this. And not just buns, you could make pies, little quiches, everything. They're really good. Now we'll put a link in the description if you're interested. So with the casing or whatever tray you're using, just lightly grease the tray. And then just pop your bread buns into the center. If you're using a regular tray, just pop them on the tray, but allow enough room for them to expand. So that's going to go on proof for 30 minutes with nothing covering it. And it'll come out like that. Now you can see how well they've risen again. So now we're just going to egg wash the tops of the bread buns, but be very gentle with these. You don't want to knock the air out the bread. So once you've got all those egg washed, now you're going to top them off with your sesame seeds. Now with this, you put on as much as you like, but try to get a good even coating across the tops of your bread buns. And once that's done, these are going to go now into the oven at 170 fan, 190 regular, gas mark 5 or 360 Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes or until they look like that. And then as soon as you can handle them, pop them out of your mould or take them off your tray and get them on a wire cooling rack. And there they are when they're done. You can see how lovely they've come out. And these are ideal, especially if you want to make your own version of a Big Mac, because you can cut these with the three parts of the bun. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Give these a go. They do make great burgers. And if you come back on Thursday, I'll show you how to make a really good burger to go with these buns. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. And I will catch you in the next one.